What's up, guys? Your girl Cherry the Boss. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing a natural boss beat. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You do not want to miss any new tutorials that come up after this, okay? Now, first thing that I want to do, I want to make sure I go in and I use my makeup removers to wipe her skin down and just kind of get all the outside residue or anything that's left over off her skin. Even though they may already clean their skin at home, just make sure you kind of go back over it so you can have a nice clean base, okay, ladies? Now I'm going to be using my moisturizer and my e.l.f. primer. I like this grip primer. It's very, very nice. I'm not going to lie to y'all. It really conceals or hold in that product all day. But I am going to say if you have like really, really heavy oily skin, I probably recommend something else. But this has been doing the job for a majority of the time with my clients. So I still recommend it. Next, I'm going to go in, I'm going to take my setting powder. I'm going to mattify that brow because I don't want any excess grease or that oiliness inside that brow. So I want to make sure that I get that all out, or, you know, just mat it up. So once I go in with my pencil, there's no excess grease or oil, anything in those areas. And I like to use one of those precise type of pencils. All right, this is one from e.l.f. and I really, really like this pencil per se. Now you can get the NYX one. They have a few type of little precise pencils that I really like, but the one from e.l.f. is pretty good. Now, as you can see, I always kind of go a little bit over the line where her arch is, just to give her more of that nice arch in that area, because some brows do just have that straight fall type of look, and I don't really like that. So you kind of gotta, you know, give it a little more oomph up there. As well, in the front, I'm just gonna add just a little that hair-like type of look, so I can really have that nice completed brow going. Now I'm gonna add me some Duo lash glue or a lash glue to lay down those brow hairs, because I really want to make sure that I have that nice laminated type of look on my brow. So once again, if y'all not really good at using this type of product, I don't really recommend using it for a first time beginner type of artist. I would say just get a little practice in with this and then, you know, try it, because once that glue gets stuck, it does look a little crazy if you don't know how to brush it out properly. Now I'm going to be going in with my e.l.f. This is like the camo hydrated type of concealer. Please don't get the one with the black top. And for whatever reason, I have some people who be like, oh, I tried the e.l.f. and I didn't like it. And normally it's because they got the one with the black top. Please get the one with the white top. That's the one that you probably would really, really love. Now, I always start out with the tail just so I can get that nice and clean before I do anything else, because I feel like if the height of the brow is already nice and clean, I can just kind of, as you can see, just, you know, pull it back and connect it with that area where I began. I can't really explain that the way I want to, but y'all see what I'm doing in the video. I always tell y'all to use the side of the brush because I feel like that's where you're going to get all your precise lines. Here's a technique that you need to take with you forever. Please do not use any brush like a pencil. Just allow the brushes to do their own job. You do not have to overwork those brushes. As you can see, I'm just laying it flat and I'm just pulling it back. I'm just a navigator. The brush is already doing the job, all right? And if you want to know where I got this brush, it's on my Amazon storefront. It's literally just a regular paintbrush. I had some girl like, oh, y'all, it's just a paintbrush. Why y'all going so crazy? Girl, shut up. Because when you go inside the actual stores to try to find little paintbrushes, they be way too thick, and you're not going to like it. So this particular paintbrush that I do have, it is on my Amazon storefront. Now I'm just going to buff that concealer out because I really don't want it to be just all caked up underneath the brow. And when you have this amount of product underneath that brow, it's best because all you have to do is just blend it down on the lid. And now you have a eyeshadow primer. All right, now at the top, I'm going to go in and I'm taking my foundation. I'm using Fit Me. I really love Fit Me. Now, I normally just eyeball my products. When it comes down to doing clients, I just eyeball it and somehow it just be right dead on with my client's skin. And if it's not, let me tell you this. If you cannot get it right, I always tell y'all to use the brow. The top of the brow is the trial and error as far as testing out the foundation. Now, on the corner of this brow, I don't want y'all to miss this. That is my round off, push in, pull out method. That's how you're going to always get that nice, sharp type of brow. So you just want to round it off, push in that corner, and then pull it out because you don't want to cut off your tail. And I always get that with my students where they say they cut their tails off. All right. And before I move on, I always make sure I blend all around that brow, even from the front to the tail. Just make sure everything's nice and blended. I don't have any excess concealer sitting anywhere. I don't want that boxy look. On this step, I'm actually going to take my contour palette that has a dark brown powder in it, and I'm just going to define my brow just a little more so it can look nice and crispy with that powder. Now, on a couple of these videos, you're going to notice that I'm going to do certain things kind of off camera, only because y'all don't get mad at me. We just trying to make sure we make enough money to get the proper camera. I ain't have enough storage. It is what it is. Now, what I'm doing right now is I'm adding my setting powder back one more time because I just want to make sure I have that nice set type of brow and a set lid because I'm about to go in with my brown shadow. Please don't talk about that eyeshadow palette and how beat up it is, okay? That thing do the job. Just leave it alone. Let it have it. Now, when going in, you want to make sure that you use a good amount of product on that brush, okay? So make sure you go in there, really play around, get that color on that brush, and just pat it on. That's all you want to do. Right now, I'm just doing a pat motion, but I'm also doing a circular windshield wiping type of motion as well. And at the bottom, I'm just going to kind of add a deeper brown so I can really get that nice brown smoke look going. I'm not necessarily going too smoky with it. I'm still trying to have that nice natural brown look as well. Not too deep of the dark smoke type of look. I'm not going for that. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to add my foundation all over. I always take my concealer brush to actually do this so I can evenly see what areas I really want to, have it in. With Fit Me, this is what I like though. It's not a heavy type of foundation, so I can literally use as much product as I like, and it doesn't feel like my clients are in a casket, okay? It's very lightweight. I recommend it to all beginners, and throughout this task of us doing tutorials, I'm going to try other foundations. Of course, high-end ones. I'm going to try the cheapest ones. I'm going to try all of them just to see which one go good on my clients. But this is what I will say. It don't matter what you use. It's all about your technique. So, yeah, just remember that. But keep watching this video because I do show y'all different techniques as well. So right now I'm just taking my flathead foundation brush. I'm using my brush from Real Techniques. I can't remember the number of it, but I will probably put it below so y'all can see. I'm going back in with that e.l.f. concealer, and I'm just going underneath the eye, top of the lip, chin, forehead, and bridge of the nose. And I'm just going to make sure I blend that out properly because Lord knows nobody want an unblended highlight, okay? That looks a mess. Make sure y'all blend that out really, really thoroughly. Here's the objective though. I always tell my students, you want to make sure that you keep the highlighted areas highlighted. You're just trying to make sure that you get rid of the harsh marks that build up around it. So when you're blending it out, and right now what I'm doing is I'm just going back in and I'm adding a shade that is 4 shades lighter from the concealer I just put down. That's just going to give it more of that pop and that nice highlight underneath her eye. Now, as you can see, I'm keeping that middle area highlighted, but I'm blending those outer ends to make sure that it blend down seamlessly. Ooh, girl, you can't even talk. Girl, it blend down like the foundation. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? God, this is why I don't do voiceovers, because I feel like I got a speech impediment. I swear, I don't care. Now, you want to keep that brush nice and flat because you're not trying to hit your client in the eye, okay? So just make sure you keep it flat. Do not stab. Do not sweep. All you're doing is consistent pats when you're going in doing your client. Now, a boss beat is way different from a full face. As you can see, I did not do, even though I know I said the bridge of the nose, I did not mean to say that. With the boss beat, you do not do the bridge of the nose with the highlight. Actually, you just bring the concealer over all the way onto the nose, because with my boss beats, I do not do contouring on the nose, okay? So that's probably one of the things that you do not get, like if you was to be booking the boss beat service, you won't get a contour type of nose. So for future references, if you're watching this video and you want to book an appointment, If you want more of a contour type of nose, you would probably go with the full face service. And as you can see, I'm just taking my time, just keeping it at a very consistent type of pat motion. Now, in this part is where everybody get a little nervous, is trying to blend between that brow area. Just as I always say, I just blend it out. It's okay if you hit it a little bit, just go back in with your pencil and just kind of draw that front back in. So now I'm going in, I'm taking my contour palette, my Black Radiance contour palette, and I really like this palette because they come in different shades for different tones. This one is light to medium, I believe. So light to medium. I recommend this for like my fair skin or light skin, or yellow girls, however lighter tone girls. I would recommend this contour palette for you. I am not a cream kind of girl, so you're not going to catch me using any cream blushes, any cream contours, because I just feel like it takes too long and it's just too much. It's just excess product for nothing if I can just use my powder. Now, these are the setting powders I use. I use my lighter or like a translucent type of setting powder to set underneath the eyes and, all the other areas. And then I use that Sacha Buttercup. It's a little on the yellowish side, so I didn't want to use it underneath her eye because I still wanted to keep it highlighted. So I use that more so just to mattify the rest of the face. So that's what that was used for. So right here, I'm just setting her. Oh, and y'all can see it in the video. My girl was tearing up so bad. I was like, girl, let me back up off you. Now, that is a tip for real. If your client is getting very teary-eyed, I would recommend just kind of backing up a little bit and giving them some space, because they're probably just trying to get themselves together with all the lights in their eyes and, powder and stuff flying. So let them get themselves together, please. And here I'm just setting all of my highlighted areas, just getting everything nice and matte, because Lord knows I don't like a greasy type of face. So let's get this nice and matte looking. That's what I want. So right now I'm just going back under her eye and I'm setting once again, because I don't want my highlight to crease underneath that eye. So I'm really just trying to make sure I set it down. And as I do that, I'm going to go in with that Sacha Buttercup, and I'm basically going to sweep away any excess product that's there. And I'm also going to set and mattify all those areas that may look, a little on the oily side. Now, here's a tip. If your client already have like a very strong jawline, please skip that step of using the setting powder on the jawline. And that was just me being very dramatic. Why would I pour the buttercup powder inside the top like that? That was just a little too much. But yeah, so now I'm going in and I'm just going to dust off all the excess using that buttercup setting powder to, kind of get everything nice and set down. Everything, even when it comes down to brushing, I always tell y'all to just use your wrist, because, I don't know, it's a joke, but I always tell people, I don't feel like a lot of y'all will make it in the crack house because y'all don't know how to use y'all wrists, but it's facts, because a lot of people's wrists are so just stiff. So you have to use your wrist when you're blending. Now I'm going to go in, I'm taking me a MAC, ooh, girl, ooh. And I'm going to use this powder here, this pressed powder, to go in and kind of highlight underneath that eye. That was a little 3 shades lighter, just to give her that nice highlight. And then I'm going to go in and I am using my blush from e.l.f. I really like this blush, y'all. I really feel like they have different varieties inside that one little, compact that they have. And I feel like maybe if they just, I don't know, because I only seen this one, so I don't know. Let me not try to overhype them. I only use this one, but it was good. All right, so now I'm going to be setting her face. I am using an e.l.f. Clearly, e.l.f. needs to sponsor me because I have all their products. But taking an e.l.f. setting spray, and I really had to drench her face. Now I'm going in, y'all. Y'all can't guess what the liner is. e.l.f. So tag them below and tell them to sponsor me because they playing. But yeah, I'm using a e.l.f. liquid eyeliner to really get that nice sharp eyeliner that I like, or that wing. For this particular look, you don't necessarily have to do like a huge wing. Something real natural probably would have did very good, but I guess since I'm doing the video, I want to show out or something. I don't know. I hope y'all caught that technique I did though. So now I'm going in, I'm just going to take my lash glue and just put that right on the lash line. Please be mindful to just put it on the lash line, ladies, and not on your actual lash hairs. That's how you rip them all off. I had a client come in looking bald as day on her lash line because my girl said she put the glue on it. So try not to do that. Now let's just go ahead and add our highlight. Oh, excuse me. We're going to add our highlight to both sides at the top of the cheeks, or somewhere where I call like that little dip area next to the eye. I would recommend putting it there. And then I'm just going to add a little highlight on the tip of the nose and her Cupid's bow area. Now here's the best trick ever. I don't care what nobody say. I'm taking a smudge brush and a dark brown powder, and I'm just going to go and outline the lip with it. I don't really care to use a pencil on the lips because I feel like once you put down all that product and the lip get a little dry, I don't know, that's like nails to chalkboard for me. I don't really like to see dry skin being tampered with. I don't know what it is. I don't like that. So this kind of helps and, avoid that skittish type of look when it comes down to the pencil to the lip type of thing. As you can see, it's just a smooth transition and way better to me. Actually, to some of my clients, they say it lasts them a little longer than the actual pencil whenever I put down this powder. So I recommend it. So I have the Stay Matte, and then I have the NYX Butter Gloss. My favorite. To me, those are two good combos. I would recommend it. You can literally get this out of any Walgreens, Walmart, CVS. However, I recommend going to go get it. And I just make sure I add that over the brown line as well because I want it all to be like one tone, but still that ombre type of look when it comes down to that lip. So here's a tip and a couple of little tricks for y'all to do too. And there I just added like a little concealer in the middle just to give it more of that lighter type of tone coming off from the middle. Then I go on top with my NYX Butter Gloss. Oh, look at that. Y'all seen how she rubbed it? That is the heart attack moment right there because I'd be like, please don't rub that. Just give it a nice pat, girl. Look, just give it a nice pat, girl. That's all we need. And just to set it off, you just put a nice 99-cent gloss. I don't care what the girl said. I'm not paying $20 for no lip gloss. That 99-cent lip gloss do the job. Now, as you can see, I'm just showing y'all, just make sure that you cut those excess ends off of that band when it comes down to that lash. And you want to make sure you measure them first. Even though I put the glue down, you still kind of want to go in and measure. And I kind of did that off camera as far as with measuring her eyes before, I knew where I really wanted to cut. She didn't have a small lid. So, I didn't really have to cut anything, just her ends. Now, I took me a lash guard just to guard underneath the eye, and I took some powder, and I just went in with a smudge brush, and I just put, black underneath that eye, and I smudged it out, and then I went into the corners. I didn't really want to do this, but I just did it. It didn't really show how I wanted it anyway, so it was fine. And of course, y'all, I went back in with the e.l.f. mascara. Like I said, they need to be sponsoring me. But I really love their mascara. I'm not going to lie. Really good mascara. Be sure to blend the natural hair and the mascara into the lashes because that's what you really want to do. Now, here's our final look. Look at my girl. She looks so good. Yes. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to be back with more tutorials. Comment below. Let's go.